we are going to talk about how to control BI services in Oracle Analytics Server. So this tutorial is for beginners to intermediate level administrating the OAS servers, WebLogic Admin Console, and it is going to have some command line commands and a Fusion Middleware Enterprise Manager Console where you can control OAS servers. So this is a fourth series from Pavan Devarakonda, and please visit Instagram or YouTube. In this session, you will be learning how and what control. So what is controlling in OAS domain, that is BI or OBIE domain. In this one, Oracle WebLogic server, WebLogic domain will be there, and that will be consist of admin server and BI servers. And this BI server is a managed server, so which is going to have 5 different components. And how it is going to arrange in the WebLogic domain, one by one, step by step. So Oracle WebLogic domain, that is OAS domain, which is contain BI cluster. In the cluster, we are going to have a machine configured that is going to be controlled from the node manager, and one managed server will be running. That is BI server we are going to call. On the BI server, you are going to have the BI components. If you look at the top one, the admin server, which is going to have the enterprise manager that is deployed on the admin server. So to start and stop these servers, these two servers, admin server and BI server, we have 3 different choices. What are those? How we are going to do? Let us see now. So whenever you are starting this, the controlling of OAS domain, in that one, we have node manager. It's a Java process. Admin server, BI server. These two also Java processes, and these two are WebLogic servers. And other things, what you are seeing at the bottom, they are components. How it will be starting? The process will be start first. Node manager will be started. Next, admin server, then BI server. Then after BI server is up and running, then your services or components will be ready. In the reverse order, the stop process will be takes place. So what are the choices? When you go to the OAS domain, in that one, in the BI tools, we are going to have 3 different scripts. One is start, another one is status, and opposite to the start, stop.sh. All these are bash scripts, and they are going to internally cause a special script, that is WLST, WebLogic scripting tool. It is going to invoke, it is going to start, it is going to stop with the help of node manager. Then moving on to the command, how it is going to be, what are the options? The first one is start BI services. Start BI service is having the option no prompt. Without asking a username password, that is no prompt. In that case, we need to provide the username password within a boot identity. Boot identity means boot.properties that will be present in your OAS domain. The second option is I, the instance. How many instances you want to start or stop? So these instances can be components, any component which we are going to have on BI services. 5 components we are having. Any one of them you can start or stop, or you can take multiple also. If you want list of services, then you have to use the comma separated. Slash and R means the restart interval. So how much time you want to wait for this restart, that is a dash R option. Next one is M. So maximum restart value. How many times you want to do restart? That is here in the example at the bottom, I mentioned 30. So it is not necessary. You can go with that 2 times or 3 times, that is enough. And dash C means you are going to flush all the cached credentials. So WebLogic server, which is going to maintain the username passwords saved in some cache, that will be cleaned up if you are going to use dash C. So when you are using dash C, freshly you need to enter username password. So these are the different options to start your BI service. Opposite to the start, we are going to stop, that is shutting down the services, admin server, BI server, all the services. If you want to do at one go, then you just simply say stop.sh or stop.cmd in Windows machine. In I option, just like in start option, you want to stop which instance, you can just mention with I option, the instance name. And dash C, again the same option, which is what we have done for the clearing the cache. Viewing the status of BI services. So if you are going to view the how many servers are running, how many components are running, then you can simply run the status.sh in your BI tools. And -v is for verbose. So it will give complete detailed information about every component, every server. So generally we use only status.sh. Other than this command line options, we have alternative options. There are three different alternatives, but two are very easy to understand. We'll go to that two options. First one is Fusion Middleware Control, which is we are going to get from the Enterprise Manager console. So from there also you can start all, stop all BI services, and restart all is the one extra feature we can see in the FMW control. WebLogic server, WebLogic tool, WLST, is going to have all the capabilities. Whenever you are doing start.sh, it is actually calling the WLST only. So you don't worry about how to use from the WebLogic scripting tool. Better you just use the ready-made script. WebLogic console, from the admin console, how we can use that we'll see in the next upcoming slides. Okay, first Fusion middleware side. In the Fusion middleware, if you are going to open the BI, once you log into your console, EM console, Enterprise Managed Console, there in the right, you are going to see it what you are logged in. So here you can see WebLogic is a user, and in the left side you can see BI instances. So in the BI instances, under that one you can see Business Intelligence instance. There you can find the availability. The information contains there multiple tabs. So you have to choose the second tab, that is availability. In that availability, processes is the next tab. So that sub process will be showing the choices of all the components. At the bottom, you can see in the table what are the names of the components. Correspondingly, you can also select one by one selected instance. You can start and stop, and you can also have the choice of start all, stop all, restart all. Compare with the CMD command line tool, here we have more choice, very easy to handle EM console. The advantage you can see. The next one is WebLogic admin console. In the WebLogic admin console, just like in EM console, you are going to enter the WebLogic user and password. In the left side, domain structure, you can see there is a domain name BI. Under that one, you can see third option is deployments. Under the deployments, whenever you click the deployments, in the right side, you can see summary of deployments. In the deployments, you can see multiple components which are deployed on the target. You can see BI cluster, and that services you can start and stop. You can see the start and stop buttons are available under the deployment here. So you can select that one and start or stop whatever action you want, you can perform that one. So this is the third option of controlling your components or BI services. So let's do simple hands-on on OAS domain directory. It is present in bin directory. So the domain name is OAS QA domain. Under that one, BI tools, there you can see bin directory. A lot of shell scripts, and there you can see start script, stop script, and status script. Right now, there is nothing running. How do we know is something running or not? There are multiple options are there. You can just say JPS, it will show all Java processes. There is no processes running, simplest, easiest command. So if there is no processes running, then simply start.sh. So this generally takes a little bit time because the WLST script, it is going to invoke the Jython libraries in the background, and it is going to pull all of them into the temporary directory and then start the execution process. Once all the servers are started and services are started, you will be getting back to the command prompt. So we can check this status of the servers and services from the admin console or from your command prompt. To do that, status.sh is the command which you can run here. At the same time, we can also see that the servers which are running on the WebLogic admin console. So here I'm logged into admin console. I just click the servers. So summary of servers will shows the how many servers are up and running. Actually, admin server and BI server, there are two servers will be running. And you can see here, one server is up, one server is down. In EM console also you can. So what is admin server is running, that's why we are able to log into these consoles. The cluster is having the trouble. Cluster is having one server, that is BI server is having the trouble. So this way you can identify what is going wrong, where it is going wrong. Let us see the outcome of this status. Generally it takes max 2 minutes to get all the information about the servers and components. The table will be displayed, and it is completely Python based, that WLST script. Yeah. So this is our main trouble, which you can see here. The BI server 1, which is infinitely in starting state. Even though all the other services are in running state, it is not completed, not into the running state. That is a big problem. So if you just double check on the admin console, it's still showing the starting state in the WebLogic admin console. Such cases you need to restart. These are the limitations of your VMs. Generally, we'll take a bigger VM when you're working on the Oracle Analytics Server or OBI servers. But in this experiment we are carrying out in VirtualBox, Vagrant VirtualBox. That's why it is insufficient space or RAM memory from the host machine. That's why it is taking the longer time to coming this running state. All right, so this is one of the important aspect, how we can start and stop, and the basic troubleshooting, which just now we have seen that that server is in running state infinitely, or the state is. In such cases, you can stop the server and see what is happening in the logs, and you can also restart that server. Okay, so there are different options. We'll restart. So where is that restart option? And this is a BI domain. In the BI domain, information under that, it should be tabs. Okay, we can control this from the admin console, WebLogic admin console. Go to the control tab and select the BI server, and then shut down. Say yes. Now it is in shutdown state. Then select, click on start the server, BI server 1. Okay, that might take some time, but this is another way which you can start and stop the server, BI servers. So here you can see the business intelligence server, expand it, and this BI instances. Right now the BI server is down, the cluster is down. That's why there is nothing is visible, or it is not connecting, nothing to display here. So once the BI server is up and running, then you can do restart of all services, whatever it is running. And you can also see the deployment. At the moment the server is down, it is in running state, starting state. So if you go to the deployments, in the deployments you can see the components which are related to BI server will be in not in accessible or not active state. So clicking on availability till it takes a bit time. Okay. Now you can see all the services which are associated with this BI. It is showing one service is available. OBI PS process is available. And it also shows the port, on which port it is accessible, where it is available. Same way you can also see other services, expand and see what is happening, which port is occupied by that particular service. So this is and troubleshooting the issue when we are going to get the servers. There are multiple options, right? Start and stop. So 3 different options we have seen. Command line, the WebLogic admin console, and the third one is on the EM console, Fusion Middleware Control. So how to check WebLogic server process ID and Java options? So there are different options. So generally in shell Unix commands, PS is a process related information which is going to give, and we are running OAS domain. So if you are going to check that grep with the PS EFI, it is going to search for the all the processes associated with the OAS domain. Another alternative is Java utility that is going to provide with the JPS. JPS is going to show all the Java process list. You can grep with the your domain name. Okay, so there are why we are using JPS, what is the significance, details are given in the WebLogic tricks and tips blog. You can refer to this. Checking the JPS-LV, it is giving complete list of all the Java processes, domain related stuff, what is the name you are going to have, service which is started, all the information coming in this blocks. So you can see the process ID in the beginning, and then what is started and how much memory it is allocated for that particular process. Maximum 1024 MB means the 1 GB size is allocated for this. If you allocate more space, it will come faster. So you can see here, so admin server is 1 GB and 4 GB is given for the BI server. Generally, if you give more and more, you will be get faster access. Loading time will be faster for the application as well. So that is one of the trick which you can see as a WebLogic trick. Another one is PS-EF and pipe grep. There you can check OAS. So here it is showing all the processes relevant to that particular domain, OAS domain. So it is also shows full command output, but you can see a lot of there is a WebLogic. There is a number of other processes also which are associated with that. A lot of other stuff also you can get from this. So these are the three important points we have learned today. In this session, we learned how to start and stop the servers and how we can check the status of the BI domain or OAS domain. Alternative options to start and stop the services, that is with the Fusion middleware and WebLogic admin console. Finally, we check the process related information using the JPS and PS commands. In the next session, we are going to learn about how to deploy the catalog and how to deploy the RPD or reports into the our OAS and OBI domains. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, please write in the comment section and subscribe to my channel. Jai Hind.